Thank you for the beer. I appreciate it.
Could this be the year? Shit, I don't remember when I wrote this. This is what I'm trying to tell you, in quotation marks. Answer, she holds up a dirty dish towel between her fingertips. And what's this supposed to represent, I ask, right? Because somebody's just holding up a thing, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Look, I remember when you were in college, you had a roommate that painted the Nine Inch Nails logo, N-I-N, with the backwards N on the end, right, on his ceiling. You and the few cool roommates used to sit in the bedrooms and smoke weed and watch Beastie Boys videos and make fun quietly while reading magazines. And I reply, right. So there's a lot of dirt on you from that, she says. What's that supposed to mean? Okay, I say, but I remember one time I was tripping on acid. Near the end of it, I went upstairs to take a shower. Golly, what a filthy shower it was. There were 7 of us living there, and we didn't have that one clean guy that every group of people that lives in an apartment has. The one that would eventually clean everything and then complain about it. No, just 7 pigs living in filthy squalor in Columbus, Ohio. Well, after the shower, I'm really looking hard at myself in the mirror, real hard. You know, like pulling the reflection off the mirror hard. And I noticed something. There seems to be a line in my hair. A hairline running all the way back on the back of my head. I grab a dirty handheld mirror and angle it so that I can see the back of my head. I'm going bald, son of a bitch, I say, on acid, and that's how I found out. So that is what the fucking towel represents to me. And she says, all right, I got that. Thank you very much. That one was called something. I'm not going to read that one because it's crap. That's garbage. I mean, we all write garbage, right? My wife really likes this one, and I don't know why. I think I wrote it when we went to New Orleans for a vacation. Sorry, I should have taken the microphone away during that. Right? I apologize. Did I force you out? Was it bad poetry? No, you can take your hat off. All right. I apologize. Maybe it's just not for those who like track pants, perhaps. If we're drawing lines, perhaps on this side, non-track pant, that side, track pant. Right. This is called cough, cough. I hover gently above railroad. Car tattooed with national graffiti, crushing out cigarettes and smuggling cart. You know what? I don't know why my wife likes that poem. It's a garbage poem. Okay. This is called Lament for a Living Friend. This is about a friend of mine named Jason Whitmer who disappeared, poof, like a puff of smoke. He disappeared like a beautiful assistant in a magician's performance. So and having no idea what happened, but knowing that he's alive, obviously, because word would have come back that he was dead, knowing he was alive, I wrote this titled Lament for a Living Friend. He was always so sad. Every time I saw him, he looked so much younger than the time before. His olive skin, a purplish blue under his big, sad, sorrowful eyes. If he hadn't ever put pen to paper and pain to pen, yes, awful poetic line, but you got to admit, pen to paper and pain to pen, I had to do it. He would have been a poet nonetheless, you see? Regardless of whether he ever put word on paper, he would have been a poet nonetheless. His soul stretched across this, our hollow bubble, and like a spider's web felt every tremor, no matter how small, and it shook him, till all he could do was huddle in a corner, covered and safe under his blue blanket, a modern-day Linus with a penchant for opiates. Shit. All the poets in this room got to give me that one. A modern-day Linus with a penchant for opiates. From the Peanuts? Shit, you motherfuckers don't know if you ain't clapping for that. Anyway, each poem a page in a breast pocket notebook. Each woman a wife. Each meal a banquet. Each friend a brother. I cannot say I miss him. That could be mistaken. I long for him. I hold my headphones on tight to listen to old tapes just to hear his whisper. He sounds like an old record player choked with dust. I always told him to speak up, to me, to everyone, because we all needed to hear what he had to say. Now, I just wish he'd speak. Where are you, brother? I'm on my porch, shielding a single candle to light your way home. We won't read that one. Thank you very much for the silence of that one. Where am I at? Time? Keep going? Okay.
I got 18 minutes of tape left.
Yeah? Okay. How about if we do one called... No, I did Table Smashing Fun the last time here. Should I do it again?
The most obscene one?
Most obscene? I don't try to do obscene. Okay, I got one. Hold on. Big cunt asshole. A big asshole full of cunts. It's a titty asshole fucking cunt fest. Cunt ass fucking asshole cunt thong fuckhead. Thanks. Oh, sorry, that was... actually, you know what? You know what I got? Thank you very much. I got my friend Mike this was just nice. This is a birthday present that I got. He collected a bunch of my stupid poems that I wrote, and that I would just be, because I do poetry readings, and I would just leave stuff behind, or I would go here, and I'd forget things in my friend's house, or this or that. So he put them together into a thing called the Selected Works of Eric Alleman. Not the collected, the selected works of Eric Alleman. Page number. Anybody? Wait, we gotta get a consensus. 2. 2 was louder. 3. I'm sorry. I love Jason Adams. Everybody else is friends, but I love him. So I'm gonna do 3. 3 is contents. Pick another one, Jason. Just do contents. Okay. 2 is a blank page. Ironically enough, yes. Okay. Hey, how about this? Pick a number over 10. 13. All right, there we go. Let's do this one. Okay. It's the second part of a 3-page poem. So, I'm so tired. I remember just a few years ago, I would wake up, whatever time it was, and have an ache in my stomach. Whether there were Venetian blinds or thick drapes, reference to the earlier poem, the warm sun would slip through the spaces to lay on my floor, waiting for me to get up. The ache wasn't painful. I'm not going to slip in some surprise ending here like I developed stomach cancer. But in the morning, a dull ache would roll around in me. I would shake a cigarette from the pack, strike a household match to light it. I lived with 10 other people and would never keep a lighter for long. Jimmy G would be leaving for work. Jason's alarm would be going off. Jay Woody would be crawling upstairs to finally put his weary bones to rest. And I'd lay there waiting with my ache. After all the this is all bullshit. Let's not read that one. Okay. My brother was old when he lost his virginity. How about this one? 24, 25, somewhere around there. He was old when he lost his virginity, oddly enough. He was a virgin, but he had exposed himself to more sex via pornography than many of us will ever see. He had a collection to rival a rental store. All kept very tidy and arranged in alphabetical order. He kept them in the same closet he kept his unopened action figures in. I fucking hated my brother. I lived with my brother for a little while when I was 15 years old, and I watched some of them, too. I did. He would always know something was out of place. He would come home and say, "Motherfucker, did you watch this movie?" Holding up a copy of Clown Fuckers Part 3. Yeah. And I couldn't even look at him, because obviously I hadn't. So when he loses his virginity, he calls me on the phone. Hold on, this is very important. Tell those motherfucking monkeys to shut up. So when he loses his virginity, he calls me on the phone and he tells me, I, like a good brother, yeah, don't tell him to shut up. Don't tell him to shut up. If they want to fight me later, that's fine. I'm a big guy. Okay. I like a good brother, am proud and pleased for him. Me, at 18, I lost mine long ago, obviously, right? Hell, I had lost my man cherry by that time. I had sex with a man by that time. But anyway, so he says to me, you know what? There was something strange about the whole thing. What's that? I ask, right? He says, well, the whole time we're doing it, I keep thinking to myself, where are the midgets? You know, where are the 3 other girls? And how come nobody's licking my asshole? There was a real disappointment. I mean, where are the fire hoses coming down from the ceiling? It was just me and her. It was a big disappointment. So I walked into the bathroom and I shot myself in the stomach directly.
That's awesome.
Thank you very much. It's actually a true story, except for the shooting myself in the stomach. But it's true, my brother has been desensitized by pornography. So I would say to you all, stop looking at pornography right now, but it's way too late for that. Yeah, no, we're well beyond that, yeah. Together, you walk down the stairs toward the front door. You never noticed how much the floor creaks before. That's a bunch of bullshit. I don't want to read that either. Okay, I taste salt on my fingertips. This room smells like Band-Aids. You know how Band-Aids have a particular smell? I can hear the neighbors, and they're watching Seinfeld right now. I don't trust this floor. It sags. Yeah, you feel it? So we were both sitting there on the couch in the living room, and Tim's come down. Tim. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting to move the microphone away from my mouth. So we're both sitting on the couch in the living room, and Tim comes down the stairs wearing a thong. I know. What are you going to do? So, right, exactly. So I just looked at Matt, who was sitting on the thing, and we both started cracking up. He bled for probably 4 hours after we stabbed him. He just kept bleeding, and it just wouldn't stop. Even after I thought he was dead, he just kept bleeding. Thank you very much. Table smashing fun. Now we can do it. Nobody's going to remember. Right? All right. It's 5:27 p.m. on a Saturday in January. I have the day off from work, and I'm still in my bathrobe. I don't have a particularly stressful job, so I can't use that as an excuse for my lazing. I do work, but I work at a record store. How stressful is that? So if anything, it helps relax me. There's a pattern, you see, a ritual to repeating the same actions day after day that eases me. There aren't many things in my life that do that. Spending Saturday in my bathrobe is one of them. I try to repeat it as often as I can. I'm stir-crazing a little bit. I quit smoking, too. This is my 5th day. And this is where our story begins. I think to myself, I want to smash a table. Just like in the movies. I want to walk up to a table, furrow my brow, and smash it. Although I'm laying on my living room floor right now, and my dining room table is very solid, I don't think I could break it. Not with just my hands. And the coffee table in the living room is so low to the ground that I'd feel pretty stupid bent over a squat black tile coffee table, especially if it ended up that I couldn't actually break it. I've been doing push-ups every day for the last couple of weeks. Right. And I'm feeling very strong, but again, both of those tables are pretty well built, so I don't want to, feel like an idiot if I clunk, it's solid. So I think, fuck it. The great American response to adversity. I think to myself, I'm getting pasty white. Except for the ugly green under my eyes, a green of dead fish and bruises. I keep telling myself it's just because I'm getting older, I'm 30. But that's just absurd. This is the color of violence. I can't keep a single thought in my head. I just get a bunch of random obsessions flicking on and off, smoking, drinking, fucking, doing drugs, fighting. I flip over and I continue doing push-ups. All right, I've taken up enough of your time. We'll do one of two. The big noise or My America Part 2? How about My America Part 2? Does that sound alright? What do you think, yeah? Yeah? You so... Can we get a consensus? Just say My America Part 2. There you just a consensus. Come on. There we go. Consensus. My America Part 2. This is still my America after all. Amputated. Polyethylene pavement. That's my neighborhood. Standing in front of the big picture window in my living room, I think of nice people and nice things to say. Prepare myself for the coming day out there on the street. I'll talk about teeth. Maybe some bloody ear I found behind a bar. It's all agony. Always agony. And the only thing to do when you're stuck is to remember. Remember a time, some damaged, lonely freedom, a torture with trees in the background. Ruined books, stale and worthless. Sitting in a bar, pretending to watch a baseball game, think about smoking a cigar. It's all my America of sad Ohio highways. That slim, flickering mile broken up in the east by dead smokestacks swaying in empire. And along the Ohio River, ruined and muddy and slow, all the houses are empty, and the shale cliffs that line the road softly fall apart. My peaceful boredom. Memories of Indiana, Illinois, Michigan. Also much an old eastern prison, built from diseased bricks and bent trees. You may say it's a difficult sight through dirty rain on a dirty night, but you have to keep driving, because there's nowhere to sleep. You sleep in closets and basements and count knotted sheep. Shame, shame, oh for shame. There are deep pockets for people like me. I am not the poet beneath a pine tree. I observe, I report, I repent, I repeat. I observe, I report, I repent, I repeat. The middle age of Indiana, ruined businessmen standing in their mother-in-law's bathrooms contemplating suicide, harboring a secret desire to eat the soap. I drove through Walmart in Arizona following the shade. That was me. You know? I struggled with Jason Adams to jump over barbed wire fence into New Mexico desert. That was me. And I refuse to believe in a distance between beings, and I am not alone. My America is honest and true no matter what you do. Black water being churned to muddy brown, there I am. On those same rocky shores we try to beat into the sea, there I am. In every black line scratched in embarrassment, there I am. In every truth burned in a garbage can, there I am. In every just bruise and loss of blood, there I am. I'm Eric Allman. Thank you very much for listening to my poetry. Thanks, Eric.